for some yoga today. Today we'll do a basic gentle flow, and what you'll need is you'll need your mat, you'll need a strap, you'll need some blocks or some stacks of books. You won't need a chair or anything like that. So those are the things that you'll need today for this practice. So maybe sitting it up nice and tall, and let's begin to roll our shoulders. And then roll them the other way. And gently lift those shoulders up to the ears. And then release that down. And lift that up. And release that down. And lift that up. And release that down. Maybe dropping the chin to the chest. And take eyes to the sky. Chin to chest. Take that head center. Let's look over one side. And let's look over to the other side. Bring that head back to center. Inhale deeply here. And exhale, press. And again, inhale deep. And exhale, press. So sitting this up tall, take our shoulders down and back, and let's go ahead and bring our right leg in towards us. Give that a nice big hug. And let's take that right leg over left, reach our left arm around, and let's go ahead and do a nice twist here, flexing through that left foot. And breathing into this deeper spinal twist, and now we're adding in that hip and that hip flexor and that glute. Breathing down deep into that low back. But still keeping that left foot flexed. Let's slowly twist towards the middle, so twisting to that other side towards the center, and sit that up a little taller, still flexing through that left foot, breathing it here. Very nice. And then let's bring this back to center. Good, let's switch those legs. Let's bring our other leg in. Give that a nice big hug. And then let's take that leg over, reaching our right arm around. Take that left hand behind and lift that up tall. Flex through that right foot, so really engage that leg. And then let's twist and breathe it here. Good, let's turn this towards the inside. Twist that here, sitting that up, breathing, but still flexing through that right foot. And bring this back to center. Go ahead and release that leg, and we're going to take our legs underneath us, and we're going to go onto all fours. And we'll do a few cat and cows, just to warm up our back. So drop our belly to the floor, take our eyes to the sky as we inhale, and rounding our spine, chin to chest as we exhale. And drop that belly, inhale, and round that, exhale. And one more time, dropping that belly, and rounding that spine. Good. Flattening through our back. We're going to sit back onto our heels, and then we're going to come up onto our knees. So if you need to have something soft between your knees, we're going to do that. We're going to do our gate pose, and then we're going to do our half moon. So grabbing whatever you need for your knees, and if you need to put blocks on either side, getting yourself ready for that. But we're on those knees. And let's go ahead and take our right leg out, toe is facing front or to the side, whatever feels best for your hip. Let's reach up through those arms, and we're going to reach just gently over like a sway, and then we're going to take ourselves over to that other side. So hand can be on the block or the floor. Lifting that arm, and once you're ready, flexing through that foot and lifting up through that leg, holding this balance and breathing. Deep inhale and deep exhale. And then let's gently drop that leg. And let's reach this up. And this time let's take it over to the side and we'll keep it here a little longer, stretching through that. And breathe. And then release that. Let's switch to the other side. Let's take our left leg out, so toes either to the front or to the side. Again, whatever feels the best for you. Lifting this up, and let's kind of sway over to the left. And then let's take this down to the right, bringing that arm up, flexing through that foot, lifting that, breathing it. Deep inhale and deep exhale. And then gently go ahead and release that. Reach this up and take this over. And then release that. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take it back to the knees, and we're going to take it down into child's pose. I swear he ignores me all day long until it comes to yoga, and then he comes around. Taking it down, child's pose, stretch through that, try and get those hips back, those glutes back towards the heels. Take that back, reach through those arms. And looking forward at our fingers, let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up onto all fours. Cat and cow, let's drop our belly to the floor. Into cow, eyes to the sky. And then let's go ahead and round our spine, chin to chest into cat. And again, drop that belly. And round that spine. Good, let's flatten our back. Let's lift our right leg up and flex through that foot. So we'll hold our balance here. And once you're ready, let's lift up through our left arm. So we'll hold our bird dog balance if that's working for you today. Nice deep breath, and let's go ahead and take our elbow to our knee, and we'll do that for 6 times. So bring that in, and then lengthening through that, and bring that in, and reach. Here's 4 more times, and lengthen. Last 3, and lengthen. Last 2, and lengthen, and last 1. Let's hold this right here. So hold it for a deep breath. Inhale. And as we exhale, release the arm, release the leg, child's pose, take that back and stretch into that and breathe. And then let's bring ourselves back up, all fours, cat and cow, drop the belly, eyes to the sky, and round our spine, chin to chest, and drop that belly, eyes to the sky, and round that up. Good, let's go ahead and flatten that back. This time let's take our left leg out, flex through that foot. Let's reach through our right arm and hold that balance. And again, if your arm isn't available, that's fine. You're still doing that balance with that leg and breathing. Let's go ahead and take that elbow to that knee 6 times. So bringing this in for 6 and lengthen. Here's 5 and reach. Last 4 and reach. Last 3 and lengthen. Last 2 and lengthen. And last 1. And let's hold this balance, flexing through that foot, inhaling deeply. And as we exhale, release our arm, release our leg, child's pose, take that back and reach through that. Breathe it here. Let's look forward at our fingertips and walk our fingertips towards the front edge of the mat. And then bring ourselves up and slightly forward on the fronts of our knees just to stretch those wrists a little bit first. And then back to all fours so that our shoulders are right over our wrists. And let's go ahead and do a little bit of wrist strengthening. So we'll lift up, we'll have our fingertips on the floor, lifting up the heel of the hand and taking that down. Let's go for 6 and down. It's 5 and down. Last 4 and down. 3 and down, 2, and down, and last one, and down. Good. Now facing our fingertips in towards one another slightly, but keeping our fingertips down. Lift the heel of the hand, lift that up for 6, and down. It's 5, and down. Last 4, and down. Last 3, and down. Last 2, and down. And last one, and release that. Sit back on those heels, and let's bring those arms up and go ahead and rotate those wrists out. Maybe shake those arms, rotate those wrists, and then rotate them the other way. Good, and then let's go ahead and bring it back onto all fours. We're going to have one hand facing front and one hand facing to the side or to the back, wherever your flexibility is going to let you go, and we'll do our circles. So go ahead and circle the shoulders, make big circles over those wrists, stretching through that forearm or both of those forearms, and then circle other way. Good, release that. Let's switch sides. So taking the other hand, either twisting it or to the side, and then making circles over that, stretching through those forearms, stretching through the wrists, the hands, and then circle the other way. Good, and then release that. Let's lift our left arm up. So lift this up and let's sweep through. Let's thread the needle and stretch through the shoulder. Both of our palms facing down. And breathe that here. And then press ourselves up. Let's take it to the other side. So lift our right arm up. Let's thread the needle, sweep this through. Both palms down. And breathe into that. And then pressing ourselves back up. Sit it back into child's pose one more time. Lengthen through arms. And let's go ahead and walk our hands over to the right. And take that left hand, place it right on top of that right hand. Sit that left glute to the left heel and stretch into this and breathe it deeply. And then let's walk those hands over to the other side. And take that right hand right on top of that left. Sit that right glute to right heel and breathe deeply here. Keep our knees bent as we lift our glutes to the sky. So like a nice stink bug here. Lengthening up through that, stretch through the spine, that upside down V. And then beginning to pedal our feet. Stretching through those calves, through the backs of the legs. And dropping our heels towards the floor, tail is lifted high. Go ahead and nod your head yes, and shake that head no. Let's lift up on our toes, our heels high, and let's drop our heels over to one side. And then lift this up and drop those heels over to the other side. And then lift this up and let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. And then once we get there, let's go ahead and ragdoll here. So relaxing that upper body, relaxing those arms, letting that head and those arms dangle like a rag doll. The feet are pretty close, pressing through heels, through toes. If your hamstrings are tight, again, feel free to bend those knees if that feels better. So you can do that nice forward fold. Taking those blocks, let's inhale it into monkey, flattening our back and looking forward. Exhale and release this, standing forward fold. Inhale and sweep our arms towards the sky. Exhale it around into chair. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale it into monkey, flattening our back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms towards the sky. Exhale it around into chair. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale it into monkey, flattening the back, looking forward. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back into lunge. Left hand stays on the floor or on the block. And let's go ahead and do our spinal twist. Or you can use a chair here as well. Let's do our spinal twist over to the right. Let's take that right arm, right shoulder to the inside of that right leg, maybe to the inside of that knee. And then from here, let's drop our back knee, uncurl our toe, and lift ourselves up, and let's do a crescent on the floor. So slight back bend, reach it back here, and breathe. Very nice. And then let's release this. Let's take our right foot back to meet our left foot to top of plank. Good, let's shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, and then slowly lower the heart to the floor and then heart up off of the floor. Good, curl our toes under. Let's lift and press ourselves up into our downward facing dog and relax and breathe. Enjoy this inversion, enjoy this down dog where that head is lower than that heart. Center our weight. Let's go ahead and lift our right leg and bring our right leg through. You can walk it through or walk yourself back into our lunge. Grab your block or your chair or the floor, whatever you need to use for this twist to the right. One more time. Bring the center using the floor or the blocks. Bring ourselves and lifting that back leg if it's available to you for a modified warrior 3. And then release this. Good, let's inhale it into monkey and flattening our back, looking forward. Exhale and release. Let's inhale and sweep our arms towards the sky. Exhale it around into chair. Good, inhale and lift this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale it into monkey, flattening the back, looking forward. Exhale and release. Keep our left foot forward, take our right foot back into lunge. Right hand is on the floor or the block or a chair. And let's do our spinal twist over to the left. And breathe it here as we twist. Good, let's take that left arm, left shoulder to the inside of that left leg. Open that hip a little bit. Drop to our knee, the back knee. Uncurl our toe. Let's press ourselves up into crescent on the floor and reach. And then let's release this. Take our left foot back to meet our right foot to top of plank. And from here, let's go ahead and shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes with our arms right by our rib cage. Take our hearts to the floor and then heart up off of the floor. Curl our toes, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Again, maybe nodding that head yes or shaking that head no. Centering our weight, let's lift our left leg, and then let's sweep our left leg through, back into a lunge, or walk it through, or walk yourself into that lunge. You can have the right hand on block, on the chair, on the floor, and let's do that spinal twist over to the left one more time, and breathe. Good, bring this back to center using those blocks. Let's bring ourselves up and kind of lift that back leg if it's available to you for a balance, modified warrior 3. And then release this into standing forward fold. Inhaling it, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms towards the sky. Exhale it around into chair. Hold here in chair. Let's go and take hands to heart, and we'll do our seated spinal twist. So let's take the outside of that left elbow to the outside of the right knee, or twisting to the side. So finding whichever modification works best for you today. So bringing this and doing that nice seated spinal twist, nice breathing here. bring this back to center. Sweep our arms up towards the sky. Inhale. And let's exhale, dive down and over. Good. Inhale into monkey, flattening that back, looking forward. Exhale, release. Right foot's going to stay forward. Left foot's going to go back into lunge. Let's drop our back heel. So dropping that left heel. And then let's bring ourselves strongly up into warrior one. So reaching that up. Good. Breathing that here. Let's open this into proud warrior. Relax that face, but everything else is working here. So thinking about that knee going towards that baby toe, pressing through that back foot. Drop our back arm, palm is up, and let's go ahead and reach through this reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. Release our front leg, and let's go ahead and take ourselves down into our triangle. So feel free to use a block here in the front or the back of the leg. And reach up through this, lengthening through that torso, lengthening through those legs. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Think about your rib cage and belly twisting towards the ceiling. Good, let's bring this back up. Release our arms, walk our back foot in a little bit. Let's take our hands to prayer at low back and turn this. So we're going to take our flat back and we'll go right into pyramid from here. So flattening our back, both of our legs are straight. And when you're ready, let's move into our full balance, warrior three. So whatever that looks like for you, if it's on your toe, if that leg is lifted, if it's all the way up. So finding again wherever your balance is going to take you today. From here, let's hinge it up, and you can stand it, or you can bring your leg all the way through, and we're going to take ourselves into staff pose. So flexing through our foot, lifting that leg if it's available to you, reaching through our arms. Very nice. And then let's flex through that foot, press that heel towards the floor, and lengthen through that leg. Keeping that leg nice and straight, let's bring it back to meet that other leg. And now we're in a nice tall mountain pose. Lift this up. Inhale. And exhale, dive it down and over. Relax that head and neck, standing forward fold. Inhaling it into monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up towards the sky. Exhale it around into chair. Hold here in chair. Take hands to heart. Now let's take the other side. So the outside of the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, or twisting towards the left. So finding whichever feels best for you today. Breathing into this. And bring this back to center. Sweep our arms up towards the sky. And diving it down and over. Inhaling, flatten that back, looking forward. And exhale, release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back into lunge. Drop our back foot, back heel. And then let's bring ourselves up into warrior one on this other side. Good. Breathing into this, reaching up through those arms. And then let's open this into proud warrior. Knee over towards baby toe. Relax that face and breathe. Dropping our back arm, palm up, and let's reach through this, lengthen. Release our front leg, and let's take ourselves down into triangle. Feel free to use that block in front or behind of that leg, that foot, or no block at all. You can have your hand on your shin. And let's think about lengthening through that torso, reaching up, press through those feet, through that back foot, get a really good stretch in that front inner thigh. And then gently bringing ourselves back up, Release our arms, walk our back foot in a little bit, hands to prayer at low back. Let's turn this and take this into pyramid so both of our legs are straight. Flatten through our spine, shoulders away from our ears. Get that good stretch in the front of the leg, breathing it here. And then when you're ready, beginning to move it towards that balance, either on the toe or lifting and lowering, or lifting and holding, and breathe. Maybe finding a spot in front of you that you can focus on that might help. And then let's gently bring ourselves up and then right into a staff pose. So lifting that leg, lifting those arms, flexing through that foot. Good. And then from here, let's press through that heel, lengthen through that leg. And then bringing that leg back to me, the other leg. Lengthen through that body, reach up into that nice mountain pose. Inhale, and exhale, dive it down and over. Relax that head and neck. Maybe nod the head a little bit or shake it. Let's inhale into monkey, flattening the back and looking forward. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep towards the sky. And exhale, release our arms to our sides. Let's go ahead and stretch our IT band. So let's take our feet. Let's go and take our left foot over our right foot. Let's flatten through our feet. So flatten through all those toes. Press through big toe, through little toe, and the whole heel. Shoulders down and back. Standing it up tall. Reaching this up. And let's go ahead and hinge this. So sticking the glutes back. Hinging it forward, flattening through that back. Pressing through those feet as much as you can to stretch through the right leg. So you're feeling it in the right side of the leg, the right back leg, the right glute maybe, the right hamstring. Relax that head and neck. You can use blocks here, or you can reach it for the floor, whatever feels best for you. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, let's roll the spine up, rolling it, rolling it, rolling it, rolling, stack the vertebrae, roll our shoulder blades down and back. Good, and then let's uncross. Let's take it to the other side. So flattening through those feet, big toe, little toe, press through the entire heel. Reaching up through our arms, lengthen through that torso, through that body. And let's hinge this forward, flattening through that back, taking this down. And again, you can use those blocks, or you can let the arms go to the floor or dangle, wherever that the arms feel best, but feeling that good stretch of the back of the left leg. Breathe it here. And rolling this up one vertebrae at a time. Roll our shoulders down and back. Good. And then uncross that. Very nice. Let's grab our strap or your belt, whatever you've got. And let's take our legs wide. So we'll take our legs to the wide part of the mat. We'll take that nice and wide. And let's go ahead and wrap that strap or that belt around your hands. And then let's open that up. So we'll open our chest. Take our feet wide, and we want our toes slightly inward so that we protect our knees. And then beginning to allow ourselves to hinge over. And then the arms, allowing gravity to pull the arms towards the floor so that we're opening our shoulders, we're opening our chest. We're getting those legs nice and open. Those hips, hip flexors, hamstrings, backs of the knees. Kind of relaxing that head and neck. Breathing it here. And leading with our hands, let's go ahead and inhale, lead ourselves up, bring that heart up. Good, and then release that strap. Let's keep our legs wide. Grab a block. I forgot to tell you to get a block. So go ahead and grab a block or two if you need more height. So you're going to have that right beneath you. And let's go ahead and sweep our arms towards the sky and let's dive it down and over. So we've got that nice wide forward fold. Let's take our hands to block and let's flatten our back and look forward. And then release this. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, flatten our back and look forward. Hold it here, back is nice and flat. As you exhale, let's keep our right hand onto the block and let's lift our left arm up and get that good spinal twist, but you can also feel that in that inner thigh on that right leg. Very good twist here. Breathe deeply into this twist. And then gently bring this back to center. Relax your head, relax your neck. And then again, let's inhale, flatten through the back, look forward. As we're looking forward, go ahead and exhale here. Let's keep our left hand on the block and twist this up to the other side, and maybe recognizing if one side is significantly tighter than the other, like mine. Or maybe it's looser, or maybe it's the same. But breathing here. Breathing it deep, deep, deep. And then release this down. Relax that head and neck. Enjoy this forward fold for another breath. And then taking hands right to that hip crease and slowly bringing ourselves up. And we can walk our feet in. Very nicely. You can move that block out of the way. Let's come to short edge of our mat. And then let's go ahead and inhale and sweep our arms towards the sky. Reach up through our arms, flatten through our feet. Dive it down and over. Let's take both of our feet back. Top of plank. Drop to our knees and take ourselves back into child's pose. In our child's pose, let's take ourselves down and take our arms by our sides, our palms facing up. Let those elbows drop open off to the side. And breathe it here and relax. Let's take our hands by our knees, press ourselves up, roll over onto your back. Grab your strap. Good, let's take our strap around right foot. And go ahead and pull that knee in towards the torso. And then press through our heel to the ceiling. Pull the leg towards you. So we've got the strap around our right foot. Take the strap into your left hand and let's go ahead and drop that leg across the body. So we'll do our deep spinal twist here. And your leg can be straight or it can be bent. Whatever your body's going to let you do today. The arm is in that nice big capital T. And looking away from the legs if you can, if your flexibility is going to let you go there. Deeply breathing here. Breathe deep into any tightness or any soreness, anything that's catching, any joints, muscles. Breathe, breathe, breathe into that. Good, let's bring our leg back to center. Pull that towards us. Let's bend it our other leg and release our strap. Let's reach behind that knee and behind the foot, but glue our right glute and our right hip into the floor as we fold that right leg onto the belly and chest. So now you're cementing that sciatic into the floor, or cementing that glute into the floor to stretch that sciatic. And then gently release. Let's take the strap around the other foot. So taking it around that left foot, pull that knee in towards you. Press through that heel to the ceiling, pull the leg towards you. Let's take that strap into right hand and let's go ahead and drop the leg across the body. Again, leg can be long or it can be bent. Arms into that nice capital T, looking away from the legs, and breathe here. Breathing deeply into the soreness or tightness, into the sore muscles or tendons, wherever you're feeling that tension or soreness. Breathe into that space. And then let's slowly bring our leg back to center, pulling that towards you, bending at our other leg, release our strap. Let's go ahead and reach behind that foot, behind that knee, glue our left glute and hip into the floor, and fold that leg to the belly, to the chest. And then release. Let's reach behind both knees, chin to chest, forehead to the knees, and then let that go. Let's go ahead and press through our heels towards one end of the room, reach through our fingers towards the other. We'll move into our final relaxation. So grabbing whatever you need for that, if you need pillows or blankets or eye pillow, whatever you are using for your final relaxation, find that. And then let's lengthen through that body, lengthen through those arms, lengthen through those legs. Add an inch or two to your height. Lift that rib cage, that lower back up off of the floor. Your torso is floating, lungs are floating as they're full of air. And then when you're ready to relax even further, allow that air to be released as you begin to sink and begin to settle into the floor, finding yourself in your space that feels best. So if that means bending your knees so that your low back is into the floor, or letting those feet fall open or arms open, or hands over eyes, whatever feels most comfortable and safe for you, finding that space and quieting the mind, quieting the body, doing a mental scan, scanning from the toes all the way to the top of the head. So maybe wiggling those toes, and then pointing the toes and flexing the feet. Kind of feeling that in the ankles as you release those toes, release those feet, release those ankles. Relax the calf muscles, imagine them melting and flattening into the floor. Relax the shins and the knees. Relax those hamstrings and those glutes, let them melt into the floor. As the tops of the thighs begin to relax as well, and then your pelvis and your belly. Imagining your belly button falling back towards your spine. Relax your rib cage as it becomes heavy, but your heart lifts. Chest is open, arms are relaxed, maybe wiggling your fingers a little bit, and then making a fist. Roll those knuckles in towards your wrists, and then release, releasing any tension in those hands, forearms, wrists. Relax the neck, release the jaw, let that fall open. Relax the face, the nose, the eyes. Let those eyeballs fall back to the back of your skull. Relax your forehead. Relax and release that scalp. So now your entire body is sinking into the earth, slowly begin to bring your thoughts back to the present. And begin to bring your body back to the present. I almost fell asleep. We would have been down there for a while. Sitting that up, a little taller, lengthening up through that spine. Crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. Let's inhale and sweep our arms towards the sky and bring our palms together. Let's drop our hands down in front of the heart. Our eyes follow our fingers, our chin to the chest. Let's lift our head center, take fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth and thoughts of love, thoughts that are kind and thoughts that are pure, thoughts that encourage and uplift and do not discourage or tear down. Take fingers to the lips. As we leave today and speak with others, let us speak words of love and words of truth, words that encourage and uplift and do not discourage or tear down. Take hands to heart. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhale deeply, and cleansing exhale, and namaste. Thank you for joining me today for some yoga. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or your evening or morning, wherever you're at in your day. And remember that you are seen, you are heard, you are important, you are valuable, you have a voice and you have a choice. Be safe and be blessed. See you next time.